welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am doing a favorites video, and you guys know I don't really do these that much, or like a lot of times I like to just show you my favorites in between videos. When I do makeup videos, I would be like, oh, I've been loving this a lot and stuff like that. Or a lot of times I just don't have a lot of things to show you guys. I kind of just put current favorites because I don't know, I don't like to name it by the month because I use these products like a lot. Like all the things that I'm gonna name, I've been using them not just this past month, but like the past 2 months and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. The first thing I want to talk about is this foundation. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade 106 Sun Beige. If you watch my channel, you guys know I'm obsessed with this foundation. I wore this foundation for my mother's wedding, and I kid you not, I wore this the whole time. It stayed so good. I did have to do a couple touch-ups, but it was just because it was like really hot in there and like all the dancing and sweating and all of that. I did have to touch up, but other than that, like if I wear this foundation on a normal day where I'm doing normal things, it'll last on my face all day and I don't even have to touch up. Like I freaking love this foundation. If you're a girl that loves a nice matte foundation that's long wearing, then I think this foundation is for you. If you're a person that has oily skin, I highly recommend using like a mattifying primer under it still, because my sister has oily skin and she feels like it doesn't last as long on her face. But if she uses like a mattifying primer, like the Makeup Forever mattifying primer, like if she uses that one, or if she uses like a really good setting powder to set it, then it does last a good time. But anyways, yeah, I love this foundation. Another foundation that I am in love with, that I came back to this past month, is my Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation in the shade Golden Tan. This foundation for me is amazing as well. I feel like this one and the Infallible one are kind of like the same when it comes to longevity. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this one lasts me just a little bit longer, but I mean, they're pretty head-on, like they're pretty good. Both of them are really, really good. This is an amazing foundation. I highly recommend it for you people that love a nice matte foundation as well, and that lasts a long time. Next, I'm gonna talk about a concealer that I have been loving a lot. Lately, I've been really into cream highlighting and contouring. I didn't do it today because I didn't really have a lot of time to do that, but on other times, I've been doing cream highlight and contour a lot lately. And one concealer that I've been loving to contour is my Pro Conceal concealer from LA Girl. My LA Girl Pro Conceal concealer in the shade Toast. Oh my god, I love this so much to cream contour because I just feel like, first of all, it's so easy to blend. I feel like there's a million shades you can choose from. So you can either get a nice like ashy tone for those of you that are more white complected, and then there's more like caramel bronzier shades for those of you who are darker. This concealer is just so long wearing if you are a person that wants to use it under your eyes as well. You guys know I always use the creamy beige shade for under my eyes. I freaking love it. So yeah, the lighter shades are awesome for under your eyes to conceal and brighten, and then the darker shades are awesome to contour when you want to cream contour. So yeah. Then another thing I've been loving is this Magic Lumi highlighter. I have been using this a lot lately as well. I used it today to highlight under my eyes, and oh my god, it is so good. I freaking love this. I love how it's like lightweight, and it has like a tad bit of a glow to it. It's like kind of satiny, the finish to this. I have mine in the shade Light. So yeah, I've been really, really loving this. Now I will talk about my Real Techniques sponge. Oh my god, first of all, it's not even wet and it's dirty, so I'm sorry about that because I did use it today. I really, really love this sponge. If you're a person that can't afford the Beauty Blender, I highly, highly recommend it. This sponge is the only one that I feel has gotten closest to the Beauty Blender, and I don't know why I keep turning it. I know a lot of girls always say that it sheds a lot and stuff like that, but honestly guys, I've had this sponge for a good like 2 months, literally. And as you guys can see, it's had its little tears right here, but it's nothing so bad to where you're like, oh my god, I can't use it anymore. It just has too many tears and rips. No, if you don't own that many brushes, especially for foundation and concealer, I feel like the best thing to use is a sponge like this, because with one sponge, you have your foundation application and you have your concealer application, and you know you're gonna get a flawless look every time, and it's gonna soak up any extra product that you have on your face so you don't have a cake face. So yeah, the Real Technique sponge, I freaking love it. I highly recommend it. It's one of my holy grails. Okay. Oh my god, the Sprite is so good. Probably should be drinking Sprite, but... Next, I'm going to talk about mascaras. One of my favorite mascaras that I've had lately is my Lash Sensational mascara from Maybelline. I freaking love this thing. If you're a person that loves volume, you would really, really love this. I like how it doesn't weigh my lashes down. It kind of keeps my curl. This mascara, if you guys want some volume and a little bit more length as well. But lately, I have been mixing this one with the Telescopic Shocking Extensions mascara from L'Oreal. You guys know I've used this way back when, like when I first started my channel, and I still love this mascara. To lengthen your lashes, it's like amazing. As long as it's not hardcore drying out, it's really, really good. Because this was drying out, and lately I'm like, no, I don't want to use it anymore because it gets a little rough to put on. So yeah, 2 mascaras that I've been loving are these 2. Next, I'm going to talk about some eyeshadow palettes, and the first one is my Anastasia Shadow Couture World Traveler palette. Oh my god. I literally cannot get enough of this palette. Like, I freaking love it so much. I did do a review on this palette just in case you guys want to see it. I will list it down below. I've been obsessed. I feel like it has so many pretty shades. I will show you guys a couple of the shades that I love. This right here is Fudge, Pink Champagne, Morocco, and Bellini. These 4 have been my go-to shades when it comes to this palette, and of course the black when I want to go a little extra smoky. I'm not gonna go too deep into this palette because I do have a video, but I freaking love this palette. It has been my go-to lately. I love it. Good job, Anastasia, for creating this palette. Next palette that I've been obsessing over these past couple months, the Morphe palette made with Jaclyn Hill. I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh my god, there she goes again with that palette. It was limited edition. But I already said you can buy these shadows in single pans by themselves. So yeah, anyways, I have been freaking obsessed with this palette. There's not one day lately that has gotten by, besides my Anastasia palette, that I don't use one shade in here. Especially this shade right here that I use always for my transition shade. This one right here. And then I freaking love this one. I look in the mirror so I could see the palette. And then I love this shade right here, and this one right here, and this one. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with this palette. I freaking love it so much, especially for the fall time. It has like a pretty green. It has all these darker warm shades, and it does have some cool tone shades down here. It's just amazing and so versatile. So yeah, big shout out to this palette as well. And one more eyeshadow palette that I freaking love and I'm obsessed with is my Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. This palette is another one that I keep coming back to. I also did a review on this palette. If you guys want to see it, I will also link it down below. So I won't get into this palette too much, but I freaking love this palette. And I just want to let you guys know it's so worth buying this palette because all the shadows in here I use all the time. If I'm going to do more of a cool tone, I use these up here. And if I'm going to do more of a warm look, I use those down there. You can't go wrong. And the packaging is just so cute. But yeah, this one and those other 2 palettes I've been using like crazy. And I don't know when I'll stop using them because I just love them so much. Now the next thing I will talk about is my Lou Minizer highlight from the Balm. Look at that highlight. It's just amazing. I'm a person that loves more like whiter, pearly, more silver highlights over gold more most of the time. So yeah, if you're a person with fair skin or medium skin tones like mine, you would really, really enjoy this highlight. I love it so much. It's super pigmented. It lasts on my face all day. It's what I have on today. Oh my god, I have a little 9. Also, another shout out to my Morphe M510 brush. This is the brush that I use for all of my highlights. It's the perfect size to get into that cheekbone and just highlight it. I highly recommend this for those of you girls that are looking for a highlight brush. Yeah, this one's perfect. Now a bronzer I want to talk about, you guys already know, is the Hula bronzer by Benefit. Oh my god. I have wore the crap out of this bronzer. Like, look at this, and it broke, and I still have that piece in there that I like wiggle around whenever I am using it. I love this bronzer so much. I love it a lot to warm my face. I've used it before to contour, which is probably a little bit too warm to contour my face with, but I still use it for that sometimes. Now I use my Bahama Mama bronzer a lot to contour because I feel like it's a lot more cool toned than this one. So I'll use my Bahama Mama and then I'll use this one on top to add some color. But I freaking love this. It's so buttery. It's so pigmented. It wears for a long time on my face. I highly recommend this. Now the last thing I want to talk about are some lip products. And it's funny because I just have 3 and they're all matte. So I have my 2 Maybelline lipsticks. These are the ones that came out for like fall, their fall collection. Let's see, I have Divine Wine and oh my god, I've been obsessed with this shade. Like every single time I wear this lipstick, I get so many compliments like, oh my god, where'd you get that? Like, look at that. It's just a beautiful berry burgundy shade. The lipsticks are so freaking buttery. I feel like they kind of reformulated them. I don't know, I really don't know, but I feel like they're more buttery than the other ones. And then I have Rich Ruby, which is such a beautiful red shade. Oh my god, freaking love that. It's this one right here. To me, it's just the perfect color for fall, the perfect red. When it comes to red shades, I'm not a huge fan of like red orangey shades. I'm more of a red browner shades, stuff like that. So that's why I freaking love this shade, because it doesn't have a lot of orange added to it. I'm not a huge fan of those like corally reds. No, I don't like those that much. But these, oh my god, I'd die for. No, I won't die for a fucking lipstick, but you know what I mean. Another drugstore lipstick that has amazing matte lipsticks is Milani. Oh my god, I freaking love this lipstick. As you guys can see, that's all I have left on it. This is in the shade Naked, and this is a lipstick that I have on my lips right now. It's just the perfect, in my eyes, this is literally like the perfect brownish nude you could find. Like, oh my god, just look at that, especially if it's matte. That is just so freaking gorgeous. I've been obsessed with this lipstick. This is my new baby right now, and it's been my new baby for a while. Now the last two products are these two lip liners, which are from Milani as well. I just want to quickly say how buttery these lip liners are. Oh my god, like I love them so much. They're kind of almost the same shade, but not really. This one is in the shade Nude. Let's see. If you're a person that loves to use the Naked lipstick, then the lip liner in the shade Nude would be perfect to match with that one, because the liner is a little bit darker and then the lipstick, so it adds a little bit of definition. And another one is Spice, which is also obviously from Milani, which almost looks like it, but I feel like Spice has a little bit more brown to it. They're both really, really great. I've been loving these lip liners a lot, and they're really affordable as well. Okay guys, that sums up all my favorites that I've been using lately and that I've been using for the past couple months that I've been loving so much, that I highly recommend. If you guys have any favorites that maybe you'd like for me to check out, list them down below in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!